Calgarians are feeling the effects of the economic downturn in many ways, but what about kids? Soraya Lakhani is here with a look at the impact of the stresses like layoffs on children. Soraya is with Kite Child Psychology. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
There's a lot of negativity out there with the adults. You can bet some of them are bringing it home. How is that affecting children?
Absolutely. So when we look throughout history at times of economic downturn, we can see how these times really impact children's emotional health and mental health. And the main reason that this happens is because of the link between a parent's mental health and a child's mental health. So as parents are experiencing increased stress, increased anxiety, they're very preoccupied with what's going on, that can really impact their levels of emotional availability towards their children and leave children feeling extremely stressed, extremely anxious, and extremely alone as they try and navigate what's going on.
So what can we do to help children?
There's a few things that parents can do. The first, and I would stress this, is for parents to be proactive in putting supports in place for themselves. If parents are practicing self-care, that can increase their emotional bandwidth when it comes to being able to connect with their children. The second thing is to prioritize quality time with their kids. So what we think about are sort of low-cost, high-yield activities, things that don't necessarily cost a lot of money, but result in a lot of quality time spent between parents and kids. So things like cooking a meal together or going for a walk together, playing a board game together, for kids to really experience that connection with their parents.
Now, you talked about money. Is it okay to talk to children about, hey, we're having some hardships, groceries are tight? Is it okay to talk money with them?
So I think the way parents approach the conversation depends on the age of the child. Obviously, not all kids are necessarily going to need to know about the specifics about what's going on. But I think there is a lot of value in parents talking to their kids in general terms and in teaching their kids wise financial practices, saving, differentiating between wants and needs, because these are lessons that can benefit kids throughout their lives.
Okay. Any other tips out there? You said spend some quality time, talk to your children, be open, and deal with your stress and help them deal with it.
Absolutely. So be proactive when it comes to practicing self-care. And remember that kids are impacted across the age spectrum.
Yes.
So kids are not ever going to be too young or too old to be impacted. The parent-child relationship is a protective factor for kids throughout their lives. So no matter how old your kids are, it's really important to be mindful of this.
And they can feel everything you're going through.
Absolutely. I mean, that connection between a parent and a child is a very strong one, and kids nowadays interact with information very openly, so it's important for parents to be aware of that.
Thank you so much. For more information, you can go to yellowkite.ca. Also, don't forget to pick up the latest edition of Calgary's Child magazine. You can also like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter.